Hello everyone. Today we are here to understand our next topic, and that is word order in sentence structure. So let us see what is that. The way words are arranged in a sentence is called word order. When we write down a sentence, there is a particular order for different words in which they are arranged. That is also called the syntax. Word order is a part of syntax because it decides how to build different kinds of sentences. The wrong order of words can result in confusion, unclear sentences, or incorrect meanings. Now, let us see one example. Sheena is eating an apple. Now, here, Sheena is the subject, is eating is verb, and an apple is object. So, in this sentence, we have placed subject first, then verb, and then object. So, this is called a word order in which different words are kept or arranged in a sentence. See these two sentences. English is an easy language, and language English is an easy. Now, in both of these sentences, the words are same but not kept in the same order. In the first sentence, English is the subject which is placed in the beginning. Is verb, and then an easy language. This can be taken like an object. But in the second sentence, we have not kept these words in that order. And that's why it doesn't make any sense. So when different words like subject, object, verb, etc. are placed in a certain order, then only they make a complete sense. Otherwise, the sentence can be incorrect or a confusing one. Here, the first sentence is the correct because of the right order of words, because we have placed different words in the right order. So it's very important to place the words in a proper manner. Now let us see what is the basic word order. Now basic word order refers to the sequence in which the subject, object or verb of a sentence occurs in a speech. Now, basically in a sentence, we have a subject, verb and object. Subject denoted by S, object denoted by O, verb denoted by V. Now, if we take these three only, S, O and V, there are 6 different possible orders in which we can place them, like SOB, SVO, VSO, VOS, OVS, OSV, etc. Out of these, SOV means subject, object and verb is the most common. Like she is playing a guitar. SOV, or we sometimes take SVO also, are the most commonly used sentence orders. Like she is the subject, is playing is verb, a guitar object. So here the order is SVO. So these are the most commonly used orders. Now let us learn about complex sentences. Now, in other than subject, verb and object, we have certain other things also which we can use in our sentence, like adverbs. Now adverbs also can be of place or time. We can have two verbs. We can also have indirect object or prepositions, etc. So let us understand how to place these. An important thing to note here is the time usually comes after the place. Now we have adverb of place also and adverb of time also. So time comes after the place. First we write down the place like anywhere, nowhere, somewhere, etc. And then the time like morning, evening, today, yesterday, tomorrow, etc. So adverb of place is kept before adverb of time. Now see this example. He meets George at the park every day. Now here he is the subject, meets is verb, George is object, at the park is the adverb of place, every day is the adverb of time. So adverb of place is written before adverb of time. We can also use the adverb of time at the beginning of a sentence also, except early or late. There are certain adverbs of time which can be kept in the beginning of the sentence also, other than early and late. Now see this example. Every Monday he goes to the orphanage. Now every Monday here is the time which is placed in the beginning of a sentence, and then comes subject, verb and object. Note that there are some adverbs that can be used before the verb also in a sentence. Adverb can come before the verbs also. Also, sometimes like always, also, sometimes, probably, often, never, rarely, almost, definitely. These are certain examples of adverbs which are used before the verb. Now, see this example. I always go. Now, always is the adverb here and go is the verb. So, this adverb is placed before the verb. I always go for a walk in the evening. Always is adverb which is placed before the verb go. Some sentences contain more than one verb also. Now here we have one main verb and one another verb. In such cases, we usually put the adverb after the first verb, which is finite verb. Finite verb can also be said the main verb. We have a main verb and another verb, and the adverb is placed after the main verb. See these examples. I like a lot. Like is the finite verb or the main verb. A lot is adverb. So here this adverb is placed after the main verb, which was like. So a lot has written after the main verb like. I like a lot when it rains. Now rains is the another verb here, but the main verb or the finite verb is like. So this adverb will come after the finite verb. I like a lot when it rains in the morning. And here we have morning as adverb of time, which will come at the end of the sentence. Now see another one. You may speak slowly to the judge when he asks you to. You may speak. Now speak is the finite verb here and slowly is the adverb. So this adverb will come after the finite verb, that is speak. And to the judge when we ask is another verb here which has come later, but the main verb here is speak. So the adverb will come after the main verb, that is speak. You may speak slowly. Now, if we have indirect objects in our sentences, then how to deal with them? There are certain sentences that have an indirect object with a direct object also, means we have direct and indirect both the objects. Now, here the sentence says true to the SVO order. The SVO order will remain the same, means subject, verb and object. That order will remain the same. Only we have to say where to place the indirect object. In cases, we can follow S, V, O, I. I is here the indirect object, or S, V, I, O, I can be placed. Indirect object can be placed after the direct object or before the direct object in both the ways. See this example. She gave the present to her mother. Now, her mother is the indirect object here, and present is the object, or we can say the direct object. So, here the indirect object has come after direct object. She gave the present to her mother. Now, the same sentence can be rewritten as she gave her mother a present or the present. So, here her mother, the indirect object has come before the direct object, which was the present. So the order can be SVOI or SVIO. Means indirect object can come after the direct object also or before the direct object also. Now let us see if there is any preposition in our sentence, then how to place it. Now, prepositional phrases also have special positions in the sentences. Now, when we have a preposition and an object, that is called a prepositional phrase. Like, see this, to the park or to the dog. Here, to is the preposition and the dog is object. So to the dog will become a prepositional phrase, and it follows the order SVOP, means subject, verb, object, and then prepositional phrase. I fed some popcorn to the dog. I is subject, fed object, some popcorn, sorry, fed verb, and some popcorn object, and to the dog can be taken as prepositional phrase. Other prepositional phrases determining time and location can go either in the beginning or at the end of the sentence. See this example. He ate popcorn at the fair. Now here at the fair is the prepositional phrase which can be placed at the end, or it can be placed in the beginning also. At the fair, he ate popcorn. So at the fair, the prepositional phrase can come in the beginning of the sentence or as well as at the end of the sentence also. Now let us see these few examples where we have to reorder the sentences according to the rules. The words given are she, there, every day, to work, goes. Now here she is the subject. See this example, here answers are given. She is the subject which will come in the beginning. Then goes is a verb which will follow the subject, and then to the office can be taken as the prepositional phrase, or office is like object and to is preposition. So to the office is prepositional phrase, and every day is adverb of time which will come in the end. See the next example. In this world is looking everybody for happiness. So see these words. First you have to find out the subject. Now here the subject is everybody. So it will come in the beginning. And then verb. Verb is looking. Is looking for happiness. For is preposition. So this is prepositional phrase. And at the end we can write in this world, that can be taken as the adverb of place. Next example, a movie was I when you called watching. So if we see these words carefully, I is the subject here. So let us place I in the beginning. Then verb, verb was and plus watching. Was is helping verb, watching is main verb. So helping verb comes first before main verb. So was watching. Then object. Object here can be a movie. A movie. When you called. Now this can be taken as the later part after subject, verb and object. So I was watching a movie when you called. Now if you see these questions, if we keep these words in this order only, a movie, was I, when you called, watching. These words are not kept according to the proper order. That's why they do not make any sense. So it is very important to understand the sentence order, the word order, and to keep the words according to the proper order only to make a complete sense. So this was today's topic. I hope it's clear to you. Thank you.